Whoa.
There you go.
Is that good?
What's it feel like heading into year two? How different does it feel? Program, building, roster, all those things going into the second year.
Yeah, I'm much more comfortable. I mean, it's. I think anytime you take over a program like Auburn, which in my opinion is one of the top 10 programs in the country, it's, the expectations are to win and to win pretty fast, and that's the only pressure that you really feel. But if you're in year two, our roster's better. I feel better in the building. I love the chemistry I feel. I love the culture that I see being developed among our players and staff, and I do believe, and I've said this to everybody, if I do think we have to be a little patient, and this is a day and time that not many people want to be patient, and I get that, and that's okay, but I do think to build it the right way that will last is the way we're doing it, and we're recruiting at a high level, and it's ever-changing. Recruiting it's ever-changing every single day, but I do see the fruits of that. I think the 24 class is a really, really solid class. Now, how well can those guys play in year one in this league? I don't know. But I'm excited about what I saw in spring ball, excited about the chemistry of the staff, excited about DJ Durkin and Charles Kelly and Derek Nix and the additions we made, Tanner Burns doing special teams, and with the new rule now that guys can assist in technical instruction for our players. I think it's a good rule, and it's going to assist us because I think I have some of the best ones in those roles in the nation. So I feel really comfortable at Auburn. I think we fit there. My family fits there, and excited about year two. I have no clue what that means in the win-loss column. I really don't. But I do, and the reasonable expectation is for you to see a competitive football team, and we plan to deliver on that.
Hugh, about a month out, I guess, from fall camp. What's the general health of the roster right now?
Yeah, everyone is pretty good. Alex McPherson's battling an issue that it's a weird issue, and I really don't want to go into that, but he's battling one. I think he'll be okay. Unfortunately, we lost Tyler Scott for the year with an ACL and workouts. Other than that, I think we're in pretty good. Tate Johnson's having a little surgery, but it's nothing that should cause him missing any time come fall camp.
Coach, Texas and Oklahoma are joining the conference this year. This is already a very, very competitive conference. Just what's your thoughts on them joining? How is that going to make the level of competition tougher?
Well, I mean, the competition is going to be tough, and then you add those two to it, it's going to be even that adds one more game to your schedule that's challenging. But that's why you want to be in this conference, and A.D. Cohen can talk about all the other dynamics that brings. I really don't know everything that means, but I know you're bringing two really good football teams into this conference that will provide our fans and our players another great opportunity to play a great football team. I like it better when it's at Jordan-Hare, but on the road too. Those would be great memories. That's one of the reasons that we use in recruiting. You want to come play in this conference is, man, you get to go to those places, and so you're adding two of the elite programs in the country to this already difficult, what I think is the best conference in America. So it does make it difficult, but that's also exciting, and why, as a coach and as a player, you want to play in this conference.
So you've got Oklahoma coming to Jordan-Hare, and it's going to be their first SEC game at an SEC school. What's that like?
Well, Jordan-Hare, I think, will provide for them a great challenge, and got to spend some time around Coach Venables a couple of times. We ran into each other on a vacation out of the blue with our families and a few years back, and now visiting with him at SEC Media Days. I think a lot of him. I think he does things the right way. And we'll have a great football team. hopefully we'll be prepared as a team, because I know Jordan Hare will be, and it'll be there. I don't know what time is that game.
2:30
afternoon. I wish they would get the night version of Jordan Hare, but Jordan Hare will be rocking either way, and I think they'll enjoy that experience for sure.
You talked about the off-field guys being able to coach. How valuable is that to get more hands-on, one-on-one type coaching that maybe you haven't had a chance to do in the past?
Well, I think it was due for that. I mean, we have 25 kids, and this new world of them, capturing the hearts and minds of your players is vital. And man, the more hands that we have on them, the better chance we have to do that, particularly if you trust the people that you have that are the same mind and the same accord and speak the same language about how we want to build things and who we want to build as men first and then players second. And I'm confident in the guys that we've hired in that building to be able to assist not only in instruction but also in winning over our players. So I think I'd put our guys up against anybody in the country.
Hugh, I know you said in December that your goal was a top 5 class this time around. Now that you're about halfway through, are you confident that you guys can get there?
Yeah, I can't keep up with it. I don't know where we are, but yes, I'm confident that we're going to recruit very, very well. You guys know the rankings better than I, and it ebbs and flows with the commitments and decommitments, and I think all of that is still fluctuating and never final until you get them there. But that's my goal. I've spoken it and told y'all that, and I do believe we're going to be really close to a top 5 class when it's all said and done.
Coach, speaking of confidence, what's your confidence in the quarterback play of Peyton Thorne this year?
I'm really confident. I believe in him. I believe in his leadership. I meet with him every single week right now, and he has a knowledge of the game that is as good as I've been around for a quarterback. And now that we've gone back to some of the things I'm really familiar with, and I think he's going to be more comfortable. Now, the pieces around the quarterback have to play very well, and I think we've improved that. And hopefully, now, how well can those freshmen play at certain positions? I don't know. I've seen it go really, really well, and I've seen some have to have time to develop. But I'm optimistic and believe in Peyton for sure, and excited. Look, I thought Hank had a heck of a spring too, and as did Holden. And Walker, I think, has a ceiling that's really, really high. It's just he's really, really young, and we've got to see him develop.
Hugh, I don't know how much you've been able to talk to Brian Petit's family. Do you have any sort of update from the past couple
I
weeks?
text with them almost daily, if not daily. I get videos from them daily, and our thoughts and prayers are with he and his family. He is getting better every single day. He does have a road ahead of him that's challenging, but praise to God that he's okay right now as far as he is alive, and he's recovering, and we're thankful for that.
Could you talk about the disease of me? How have you been able to change that this whole season?
Well, I depend upon our culture council, and we have a lot of great meetings, and they're in charge of the culture of our team and the standard that we ask them to meet. And I think they've been very, very consistent in enforcing that and demanding that of each teammate. That's always going to be a challenge, and it's not going to get easier. In the world we live, it's easy to be about me more than team or us. And I think the teams that do the best job of that will have a distinct advantage over the others. And but I do think it really, it can start in the team room with me standing up there, but if it doesn't translate into the locker room with some leadership there, my voice is kind of minimized. So proud of the Culture Council. We had another election here recently for them, and I love the selections that were made, and excited about them carrying forth the standard and enforcing it.
Hugh, just to sort of clarify on Alex, you do expect him to play this season?
Oh yes, I do, and you know, it's not an injury. It's just he's just battling a health issue that it's taken a while really to get diagnosed. It has to do with his intestines, and he's I think they're on the path to being on the right track.
Coach, last year, Iron Bowl absolutely came down to the wire. Heartbreaking loss. You guys, had the whole off season to kind of stew on that. Has that been a motivator for you and your squad this off season?
Yeah, I'm not big on using games as motivation. You bring that up, makes me sick again. My stomach just turned and just rolled. But because we should be 1-0 in the Iron Bowl, and that means something to me. It means something to our people. It means something to our players. And it's sickening that we didn't get it done in that game. But I think things like that are just, man, those are insignificant motivators long term because you lost a game or something that you could have won. So really don't use that a whole lot.